Hi everyone, it is Kathy McCarthy from the Traveling Yoga Company. This is my Mindful Monday video for this Monday. So I wanted to talk about butterfly hug, or it's called the butterfly hug or the hug of self-love. It's a technique to do to help with stress relief that originated from a woman named Lucia Artigas, who wanted to help people during a hurricane that happened in 1997. So it's a tool to use for any stressful situation or anxiety provoking situation. Some therapists will use it as part of a technique or a therapy called EMDR, and it's similar to tapping. They found that this helps with people who have PTSD, and the butterfly hug is a type of bilateral stimulation because it crosses the midline, the center of the body. A lot of teachers know about that terminology, the midline, between the center, between the two sides of the body. So this helps to have the brain work, parts of the brain work together simultaneously, and it helps the left brain, which is emotions and creativity, work better with the right side of the brain, which is logical patterns, control, and that kind of stuff. So the method to do this is you cross your hands over, whoops, sorry. All right. There we go. There we go. I was all twisted up there. Cross your hands like this, hook your thumbs, and your fingers are pointing up towards your collarbone here. So just below the collarbone like this. So you don't want it horizontal. You want them to be as vertical as you possibly can, so that the tips of the middle finger of each hand is placed just below the collarbone. And your eyes can gently close or keep them partially closed if you prefer. And you just alternate hand movements back and forth like the flapping of wings of a butterfly. And you can do this for 2 to 3 minutes, or longer, or shorter if the time doesn't allow. And just while you're doing it, aiming to breathe slowly and deeply. In through the nose and out through the mouth, while you are just observing what is going on in your mind and in your body. Whatever thoughts are coming to you, images, sounds, smells, feelings, just notice. You're not trying to change anything. You're not trying to push the thoughts away or make any kind of judgments about it. And you can pretend as though you're just observing all of that, like they're just clouds passing by in the sky. And you don't have to hook your thumbs. Just hooking the thumbs helps to keep the hands vertical. If you have like any problem with hooking your thumbs, like I have a little pain in my thumb right now, so you don't really have to do that. So I'm just going to unhook my thumbs. And you can just keep doing it until you feel in your body that it's been enough. And then just lower your hands and take another deep breath in and out. And that's just the general way of doing it. And then there's another way of doing it, or method of doing that, that's a little more involved. So in this other approach to doing it, you still hook your hands together, hook your thumbs if you want, if you can, If you can't, it's fine. Just keeping the hands as vertical as you can. So letting the eyes close again. And continue tapping back and forth with your hands. And visualize a safe place. A place where you feel safe and calm. And just think about that place, imagining it as much as you can, the colors, the images, the sounds, everything that you can imagine in this safe place to make it as vivid as possible. And once you have established that, set that up, you're flapping your hands back and forth like butterfly wings. So while flapping your hands at least 10 times, just think about how you are feeling right now. So we'll count to 10. Okay, once you hit 10, stop. Take a few deep belly breaths in through the nose deeply and out through the mouth. And once you've taken 2 or 3 of those, start flapping your hands again. And this time, while you're doing it back and forth, think about a time that you felt completely supported and safe. And just count to 10 again, or longer. If you don't feel like counting, don't count. Just flap your hands, however much you want to. And then come to a stop. Breathe deeply at least 2 or 3 times. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Until you're ready to start flapping your hands again. And this time, as you're flapping, recall a time that you felt loved. And imagine everything about that time, who was there, how you felt, what you smelled, what you saw, just using your imagination to be as vivid as possible. Flapping your hands at least 10 times or more. I'm sure I've done it way more than 10 times. And then come to a stop. Deep breath in. Oops, I didn't stop, sorry. Deep breath in through the nose. In out through the mouth. And at least a couple more of those deep breaths in and out. And then start flapping your hands again. This time, vividly imagine a time that you felt completely safe. Just imagine everything about that time, who you were with, using all your senses, what you smelled, what you saw, what you felt, just everything you can, tapping at least 10 times, and then come to a stop. And now to finish with 3 slow, deep, full breaths in through the nose, in out through the mouth. So like I said before, you can do this for 2 or 3 minutes. You can do it for as long as you want to. And just like give it a try if you want to, if you are ever in a situation where you feel stressed or anxious. So thank you for listening, and I hope that this is helpful. If you would like to get any more tips on ways to help you relieve stress and relax, you could go to my YouTube channel called The Traveling Yoga Company. And underneath it, I have titled Traveling Wellness on the Mat and in the Community. There's a bunch of different videos on some meditations, sound bowl meditations, interviews with different people in the community. And I'm also on Facebook and Instagram if you'd like to follow me on social media. And if you would like to know about my classes at the studio and want to go on my email list, that's the best way to find out about my classes first, because I send out an email to my yoga email list once a week to say what my classes are. So thanks again for listening, and I hope you have a great day or night. Thanks.